Hello, you beautiful people out there in YouTube. It is the Aussie veteran here to react to a beautiful song by, well, it's on America's Got Talent, and it's by a young man called Chris Klafford. I hope I pronounced that correctly. But Chris Klafford is not your stereotypical kind of, he looks like more of a rocky, a country music artist, to be honest with you. But I have flicked through it and I did hear him hit a high note, and then I stopped it because I want to be surprised as well as used to. I don't like watching a whole clip without, because then it's not giving a real reaction to what I'm trying to hear in his voice. And one thing I did notice when he first starts on the guitar, it's very quiet. I mean, I've got my things, all my settings are all up, but it may come out a little quiet, but I hope you can really hear this, because this is an amazing song. Imagine he's singing by John Lennon, so you can only imagine how good this bloke may be. I did listen to the first bit and he sounded pretty cool, but then I stopped and pulled it back. And that's the God's honest truth, because I want to give a nice, unbiased opinion on what I think. Jimmy? Alright, let's get this boy bouncing, because he can knock it out of the park, I reckon. Let's knock it out of the park, brother. Alright, there he is. There's the big man. But here we go, and let's see how we go, because I think this is going to be really good. Let's go.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky.
Nice, nice.
Imagine all the people
Jeez.
living for today.
Wow.
You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine all the people sharing all the
Incredible.
world. You may say I'm a dreamer,
Wow.
but I'm not the only one.
Falsetto, good.
Hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be the one.
He's going to stand in the ovation. I can understand why. That was amazing. That was really, 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 really amazing. Go on, brother, have a cry. It's alright. You just played your heart out, bro.
Fred, I saw how emotional you...
Man, oh man. Hey, don't you just love Don't you just love that? Wow. There's so much to his voice. It's really hard to... He's got a wonderful falsetto. He's got wonderful high notes and low notes. He plays it very soft. I hope that comes through in the video. Well, because that's as loud as I've got everything up. And yeah, it's on YouTube, so it could have been posted with a low volume. I'm not sure. But that was Chris Klafford in his first audition for America's Got Talent. And I don't know much more about Chris Klafford. I'm assuming with a voice like that, he's made it big, or he's made his own records and he's been signed up. I will have a look after this. I should have looked into it beforehand, but as I was just scrolling through, I seen him and I thought, you know, surely he's got a... What kind of voice is this bloke got? You know what I mean? When the judges come, when the judges are sitting there, and then this big bloke walks out, red long hair, beard, and he looks like he's been chopping wood all his life, you know, big hard-looking bugger, you know. And then he comes out with this amazing voice, and you think to the voice, where did that come from? But everything was pitch perfect. It was beautiful. He was nervous at the beginning, you could hear that. I think when the crowd got up, I think that nervousness gets pushed to the side, and then like excitement starts to take over. And this is where a lot of people go wrong when they're starting out in music, when they're auditioning for these things, is they may be really good singers, but when they get out there, they're so nervous, it ruins their voice. And I can completely understand that. I could never go out on a stage and start singing like that. I mean, I've sung at jams and stuff like that before, and when I was a young fella, but that was only to music, what I, generally listen to. But I'm trying to branch out. I'm branching out into music that I've never heard before, or never really took much notice of. And I want to do all sorts of music. I really want to do a Pink song, and even a Taylor Swift. But there is another young girl, and I will do her the next time, I promise you this. This young girl, I believe she's 13 years old, and she sings Nina Simone's Feeling Good. Now, if you know, Nina Simone was African-American artist, and it was just about like all freedom, and it's just a classic song. It's been around since like the 50s, I think, 50s, 60s, something like that. I could be wrong, don't need no abuse. But I don't care if I get it anyway, because I just laugh at you. Or you can come round and see me, see how that goes. I hope you've really enjoyed that. I hope you did. I've got a beautiful weekend coming up. I have got my 3 granddaughters. My 4th one is at her other nanas. But my 3 granddaughters are coming to stay with Granddad. And that's, for me, if you read my little story in my actual YouTube thing, you'll understand why they mean so much to me. So thank you for watching that. That was Chris Klafford on America's Got Talent. Look up Chris Klafford. I'm going to at the moment, because I'm going to carry on to see if he has actually produced an album or something like that, because it, and I want to say something too. By listening to doing different music, I've actually purchased 7 songs and put them on my playlist from just doing this. And these are songs that I would never have done normally. Normally I would have just been like, oh no way. I don't want to hear that, you know. It doesn't give me the oomph when I run or I'm exercising or boxing or whatever, you know. Well, the boxing's out the window in case you haven't. I got a hand that doesn't really want to work anymore. But I think it's I don't know, but it gets real tight up in here and here, both my hands, particularly my left hand. I don't know why that is, but I know why it is. It's a lot of alcohol and drug abuse, that's exactly what it is. But that was a beautiful song, and I will download that song, definitely, just to hear the voice, because it's a top voice. And I hope you like that. I'm gonna have a beautiful weekend. I wish you all a beautiful weekend, but I will load up one more tomorrow night, and it will be this little girl singing Nina Simone, and she will blow your socks off. And I'm gonna play 3 of her songs in a row, and because they're only 2 minutes each, so it'll keep me from talking all the time. Some people don't like that when I'm trying to give an honest opinion, you know. So Mr. Klafford, 4 out of 5, son. Brilliant singer, brilliant. More stage presence would be great. I would love to see you with a band behind you. Oh, it'd be awesome. I reckon it'd blow your socks off. Thank you very much, family. I love you all. Don't forget, click subscribe, like, and please share my content. I am looking for 100 to 500 viewers only. I don't want to make money out of this. No. I'm not looking to monetize my channel. I'm not looking for any of that. I'm helping myself by doing this. Okay, and I really mean that. But that was a good song. I loved it, and I've carried on talking too much because I do talk too much anyway. All right, thank you very much. Peace out, everybody.